Coach, thanks so much for joining us on the call. We just get your thoughts on the state of the Pirates heading into the American Championship, and maybe specifically on the matchup coming up with Memphis, please.
Well, obviously, we were down at Memphis about 2 weeks ago, and I think it was hard to stimulate their athleticism early in the game. They really got out to a good lead, and we did a nice job cutting it to, we tied it 3 times in the last couple minutes of the game, and Boogie Ellis made a big shot. So I do think our guys have a little familiarity. Obviously, very talented. Penny's done a real good job keeping those guys together, and we'll try to regroup and head down there.
We'll open up to questions for Coach Joe Dooley. Please hit *1 on your telephone keypad to join the queue, and then the operator will introduce you. And *1 for questions, please. Coach, I'll throw the first one out. You just give us maybe an overview of. Actually, we did have a question come in. I'll hold mine for later. Go to the first question, please.
We have our first question from Jason Munns with the Commercial Appeal.
Hey, Joe. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. So obviously Memphis in the first round, and you talked a little bit about the last matchup, but have you seen anything? I mean, have you had a chance to look at them really at all since yesterday, since the bracket got filled out? And if so, have they done any? Have they changed anything? Done anything different since you saw them?
Well, I think one of the things that they're doing is I think they're more comfortable because they've played together longer. Not just since us, but I think during this last month, I think the familiarity of them playing together and getting a little bit of chemistry and knowing where the ball's going and who's getting it and when. They just seem to be playing a little bit more fluid and a little bit more connected.
And how have you follow-up question?
All right. Yeah.
How have you changed since? How have you guys changed since? Or have you since playing Memphis?
I thought until the last 2 games we had played really well, although we hadn't won. The last 2 games have been a little bit of an anomaly. We have to figure that out quickly. But I thought even in the close games that we from the Memphis game, a 4-point loss to 3-point loss to Cincinnati, we beat Temple, we lose in overtime to South Florida. I thought we had competed at a high level and had played better, and then in some instances good enough to win, but hadn't figured that out. In the last 2 games, we've been absolutely the exact opposite of what we've been doing. So we need to figure that out quickly.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And other questions for Coach Dooley, please. *1 on your telephone keypad to join the queue. I'll wait to see if we have others. We did have another one. Great. Go right to that one.
Thank you. Our next question will come from Andy Yanez with the Daily Cougar at Houston.
Hello, Coach. Thank you for taking the call. Real quick, congratulations on getting a share of the American tournament. Real quick, who do you see the team to beat in the conference tournament?
Well, I think there's a number of teams. Obviously, Houston, Cincinnati, Tulsa come at the top of the pack, but I think a team like UConn is playing as well as anybody right now. They could sneak up on somebody, and I think with Memphis's talent level, at any point they could jump up and make a run also.
Real quickly, what are your thoughts on the NCAA allowing players to hire agents?
I've got a lot of thoughts. I probably don't want to talk about in public, but it's a whole. There's a number of things. There's a number of factors. I think that we need to continue to explore and see what helps the student athletes. But I think there's a lot of things that need to be thought through in regards to protecting the student athletes and also the institutions.
Okay, I'm sorry for this. Heading into the tournament, what do you think your team has to focus on to get to the goal they want to achieve?
We have to get back to competing at a high level and rebounding the ball. We have not rebounded the ball the last week or so for some reason, and I think that we need to get a little bit of our spirit back. I think we've lost a little bit of our spirit.
Okay, thank you, sir.
And Coach, last one I'll ask you here too is if you just give us maybe your assessment of Jade and Gardner's play. Obviously, averaging close to a double-double, and has been one of the key players in the conference all year. How do you assess his play as you head into the conference championship?
Well, obviously Jade has had a great year, and I think he'll continue to get better. I do think he struggled the last couple of games by his standards, and we need to get him, get him some rest and get him recovered and get him ready for the tournament.
And do we have any final questions for Coach Joe Dooley, please? Star 1 on your keypad if so. Seeing none, thanks so much for your time today, Coach. We look forward to seeing you down in Fort Worth.
Thank you.